That's off.
Yeah.
Off. That's on.
Wait. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. A minute's silence observed for former Malta captain, the Fleurana and the Green Gully legend, Willie,
the Salo here as we continue round 10 in NPL Victoria. We are at Churchill Reserve, a local derby with St Albans hosting Green Gully, two sides that find themselves in the bottom half of the NPL Victoria table. If either team gets to 3 points, at least for a couple of hours at minimum, they'll go up to 7th on the NPL Victoria table with a victory here today. It's a warm Sunday afternoon, a 3 p.m. kickoff. We're still not on the main pitch here at Fox Street, although when we do look behind us, the main pitch here at Churchill Reserve is looking a picture. Hopefully St Albans will get to use that sooner rather than later. It is a big game. It's 31 degrees on this rather windy Sunday afternoon. It's 31 degrees, but the feels like temperature is only sitting at 26, so the breeze is cooling things down quite a bit as we get set for this local derby. Only a couple of kilometres between these two as the crow flies. Right now on the table, St Albans 8th and Green Gully 11th, but 3 points will see either side rise up to 7th. This is one of two games on this Sunday afternoon in NPL Victoria. Two changes for Cam Watson's men. Gideon Arrock and Fletcher McFarlane coming into the starting 11 with Alec Mills and Brian Summerskill making way. Alec Mills not on the team sheet at all for this round 10 fixture. And for David Chick and Green Gully, 3 changes with Judd McDougall, Paul Hodges and Gianluca Iannucci into the starting 11, making way. Riley Byrne, Morris Nugent and Carl Imanzi and Byrne available on the subs bench this afternoon. Yoga Arslan is in charge of proceedings on a windy day. Pleasant conditions other than the wind. It is blowing pretty heavily toward the right of screen here towards Fox Street. All in readiness now. Round 10 in NPL Victoria. 7th spot on the table on the line for either side if they can win here today. And we're underway. St Albans will defend the Fox Street end in the all-blue kits. Dynamo this afternoon. This is Gideon Arrock into the starting 11. Grigic out wide. Good crowd in. Exidius with the ball down the touchline. Mikkel Platt. Now taking it away here is Diven. Didn't work out in the end. Reggae will look to launch something here for Green Gully. Collected on the way through. I think that was with Fletcher McFarlane. There's obviously, not only with the two coaches, but a lot of the players out here, a very heavy Hume City flavour. It's a lot of the personnel out here. Cam Watson and David Chick recently coaching Hume City, of course, and a number of players have come over into the west, both at Green Gully and St Albans. Grigic here, then played on. It was regained for Gully by Lockhead. Hope looking to keep this in play. Green Gully will get the throw here. So it is a fairly stiff breeze that's blowing toward the right of screen in this first half. A 2-game losing streak for Dynamo. Obviously going down in another local derby at Knight Stadium 14 days ago. And then a disappointing 3-2 loss to Melbourne Victory on Monday. Looking to make amends. Iannucci here, cut back. Grigic did well. Still a chance here, but nothing coming for Paul Hodges. And for Gully, a 4-1 loss to Heidelberg United last start. Had actually picked up 7 of a possible 9 points in the prior 3 fixtures in NPL Victoria. Had Green Gully, a little patch of form before going down to Heidelberg last week. Of course, there will be no NPL Victoria action over the Easter week, but some Doherty Cup fixtures for both these sides to look forward to. For Green Gully, it'll be another local opponent. They're going to Keilor Park on Wednesday. And on Saturday, St Albans hosting Heidelberg in the Doherty Cup. Lockhead blasting one forward here. Jackson Riley has been one of the form keepers of NPL Victoria's in the all-pink kit here today. One of the former Hume City men. And have now come over to St Albans. Of course, we've got the reigning gold medalist who starred for Hume City last year, Amir Abdallah, out here for Green Gully. He followed David Cheek over. Regate. Hodges, one way then the other. They've been under pressure at the back here at Green Gully in these early exchanges. It's gone all the way back to Driscoll, has to clear out. Sent the long ball out wide in the direction of Vianucci. Back into the starting 11, Gianluca. Gideon Arock clearing out for St Albans. It's very, very gusty here. It is at least helping with the temperatures, just cooling things down. Seen a lot of big score lines at NPL Victoria so far in round 10. Both teams involved in matches last week that saw 5 goals. Jackson Riley reclaims it. It's almost a fluoro pink that Jackson Riley is sporting this afternoon. Chelina back to Riley. Grigic now. Chelina again. Now both teams have been sloppy at the back. Hope, can he fire something away? Went in behind Hodges in the end. Now St Albans are looking to utilise some space. Mikal Platt's up front. 3 goals for Mikal Platt since coming over from Hume City. Golevsky also formerly of Hume City. Joey Monak now. St Albans slow it right down at the halfway line. Chelina. Burns. Golevsky slipping over as he went with the switching ball. It wasn't the worst ball you'll ever see, despite the fact he did lose his footing. Played back forward by Chelina. Burns looking to combine here. He goes down, and the referee has blown the whistle. The yellow card is shown. Where did the foul occur? The yellow card goes to Matt Crooks. It happens outside the box, according to Yuga Arslan. An early set piece here for St Albans. Josh Golevsky, who has scored 4 times for St Albans this year already. It's the Golevsky free kick. Kick goes over the crossbar. It was as close to being a penalty as you can get. I've had some penalty drama on this pitch in recent fixtures.
Ollie, come in the shade, man.
Abdallah could just about do anything from here. Amir Abdallah. It's still Amir Abdallah, and it just flipped the crossbar. He'll slowly go out for a goal kick. He's capable of waving that magic wand, Amir Abdallah. We know that. It wasn't all that far off there. He's taking on his former teammate in goal in Jackson Riley. It will be a theme of this fixture, just how many former Hume City players and coaches are taking part here. David Chick, the most recent coach at Hume, did take over from Cam Watson. That is our coaching matchup here. David Chick did take Hume City into the second phase of the finals last year after that dramatic penalty shootout win at Olympic Village against Heidelberg. A game that was delayed with some weather events last September. Series. St. Albans, that's not going to amount to anything. We're mounting another attack. Had a look at a really early free kick from just outside the 18-yard box. It was flashed over the top by Josh Galewski. Didn't miss by a huge margin. Amir Abdallah had a chance a couple of minutes ago. That also was denied by the crossbar. So St. Albans starting match day 10 in 9th on the table, 8th as we speak. Gully 11th. On the table at the start of the round. 3 points sees the winner go up to 7th. Still 2 more fixtures to come after this one before the Easter break in NPL Victoria. This is Hope. Tried to play in Abdallah. Monik gets in the way. Corner given away here. James Exidius. Abdallah was trying to connect with Lockhead. Gianluca Iannucci will take this corner for Gully. The in-swingers will be the way to go here. Decides actually to go with the short option. Toward the near post. Lockhead at the back, and then a chance as well for Hallen. Did he run into the post? And the Green Gully players are immediately concerned for Casper Hallen. I think he is run into the post here. There is serious concern right now for him. It wasn't far off from going in for a goal. So clearly a serious concern here right now. I'm not sure if it was the post or contact with an opponent. Just got the first look at the replay. It does appear he has actually had contact made with the St. Albans defender. Looking over now, there is a conversation between a number of St. Albans players and the referee in Jurgen Arslet. Indeed, there was a foul. We'll see a penalty. Hallam was right on the goal line. Obviously, first and foremost, our only concern is with his health and welfare right now. Being attended to, still on the ground, is Casper Hallam. Hugo Arslan is still having this conversation with a couple of the St Albans players, while Casper Hallam is being attended to. So the naked eye did look as though maybe he ran into the post. He's attempting to slowly get up now. We'll hope that he can keep his place out there. David Chick has gone over to have a conversation with the fourth official. And is Lazaro Pantelides today. In fact, it was the assistant referee that David Chick's had that conversation with. Lazaro is over near the Green Gully bench. The two benches are a fair way apart from each other, and obviously a fair way from the halfway line here on this second pitch. Casper Hallam going through essentially some concussion protocol here. No indication yet from Hugo Arslan in terms of how he wants to deal with this whole situation. It's been a lengthy delay now. Hallam back up on his feet. That is good news for everyone. There's no sign that he will be vacating, so that's good. Well, everyone's lines up. I think we have got a penalty here. Green Gully are going to get a chance to score from the spot. And it's Amir Abdallah placing the ball on that spot for Gully. So yet again, here on the second pitch at Churchill Reserve, we've got some penalty drama. Able to confirm if there were any bookings as a result of that collision with Casper Hallam. But Amir Abdallah, the gold medalist, looking to give the visitors an early lead here against their local rivals. Former teammates Amir Abdallah and Jackson Riley. Hugo Arslan gives the all clear to give Green Gully a 1-0 lead on the road. A battle of former teammates. Amir Abdallah gets it done. It's 1-0 Green Gully. It's his third goal for the Cavaliers. Amir Abdallah going to the left. Jackson Riley picking the wrong way. And an early lead here for Green Gully. Casper Hallam okay. You can just see in the foreground here as we wait for the next kickoff. It was a heavy collision with one of the St Albans defenders. Did not see any bookings in that entire sequence from Hugo Arslan, but he did award the penalty, which was then converted by Amir Abdallah. As Reggae sends it forward. Some of the Dynamo fans here could well argue that they should have had a penalty of their own. Keep our eyes on Gianluca Iannucci right now. Green Gully looking to double the lead immediately. The Winds just brings it back toward the goal face. It's going to be out for a corner. So we saw a free kick awarded to St Albans very early in the game. That did result in a booking for Matt Crooks. Happens right at the edge of the area. That was a free kick and not a penalty. That was eventually missed by Golevsky. There's no doubting about the penalty call. That was converted by Amir Abdallah, who takes this corner and overhit it. Wind is causing all sorts of chaos up here in the commentary box, I can tell you that. It's going to be tricky out there for the players as well. Very much clutching onto my clipboard and my handwritten notes here because time, so it looked as though I might lose them to this wind. St Albans are attacking into the teeth of this, and they've turned it over again. Amir Abdallah, already a scorer here today. Hodges going out wide for Hallam. Now Crooks looking to advance. Hope had Arok with him. A lot of players in a tight vicinity here. Iannucci looking to get the ball back out into some space. Reggae, bit of a wasteful ball forward from him. And it's St Albans that need to get going out. Zidius will get it back. Shalina. Farland. It's turns over once more. Iannucci. Hallam gets denied. They'll go again through Declan Wynn. He gets a little shove for his trouble. So St Albans under pressure right now. They've gone down with an early goal. Abdallah from the spot if you're just joining us after a relatively heavy collision. Concern for a head knock for Casper Hallam, but he is okay and still out here. Abdallah beating his former teammate Jackson Riley in St Albans goal. He'll go again here, Abdallah, and Riley is up to the occasion. Gets a fingertip on it. Another corner for Gully. Gianluca Iannucci towards the near post. Platts ends up back with Iannucci. Alec in the right spot for St Albans. How's this going to land for Mikkel Platt? Win was there for Gully. Shalina trying to keep it alive for Dynamo. We're back with Joey Monek now. Overhit that for Golevsky. Judd McDougall into the starting 11 today for Green Gully. Turning out from the back. Abdallah double teamed that time. Hallam moves it on quickly for Hope. Gergic gets in the way. The two number 16s coming together. Matt Crooks, he picked up the yellow for that incident that resulted in the Golevsky free kick. It's just flashed over the top of the crossbar. Shalina, the run being made by Diven. The first touch there was important. It's being tracked by Crooks here, Diven. Got some help from Lockhead. Did Crooks. This is Monek. Crooks with the clearing ball. Hallam against the rock. Matt Crooks will go down the line here. Arok sending it back toward the midway line. Played on by Golevsky, now Platt. The run was being made on the right side by Burns. It'll be tracked down by Wynn. Iannucci. Lockhead for Abdallah. Monek cuts in. Working hard, Joey Monek. Some more tempo here from Dynamo. Gulevsky and Monek looking to work things out here. Held on to it for a while, Gulevsky. Gideon Arrock back into the starting 11 for Cam Watson. Dippin with the dummy. Brooks was up for it. Monek will come over to claim the throw for St Albans. McFarlane. No one waiting at the back in a blue shirt. So halfway through this first half, we'll take a drinks break here. 31 degrees at kickoff today. The wind is helping things a little. So it's not as stifling as it could otherwise have been here. It's actually a somewhat overcast day as well here in Melbourne's northwest. So the sun not necessarily baking down. So in recapping what we've seen so far, the first flashpoint was a free kick just at the edge of the area for St Albans. A yellow card was shown to Matt Crooks as a result of that incident. But Yuga Arslan deciding that it happened outside the area, so no penalty awarded. Instead, it was a free kick taken by Josh Gulevsky. That went over the crossbar. Not too long after that, Amir Abdallah had his first chance from open play, looking to cut across his former teammate Jackson Riley. That also clipped the crossbar and went out for a goal kick. And then the major moment which has resulted in this 1-0 lead for Green Gully. It was Casper Hallam on the goal line being collected by a St Albans defender. It happened right on the goal line near the post. Initially from our angle, it actually might have looked like that he'd run into the post. Ended up being a St Albans defender and a penalty awarded for Green Gully that was put away by Amir Abdallah. That happens in the 16th minute. That is the difference. A warm day. 2 fixtures in NPL Victoria today, of course. And the heat rules in play, so we will come back for this second half of the first half.
You want to see the first? Bro,
Back underway here at Churchill Reserve, still on the back pitch here. The main pitch, which is just in behind our commentary box, is looking pretty good. Once St Albans finally gets to use it, a mistake here from Arrock, and there's a chance here. Lockhead, can he find a gap here, gets in behind Hope. He couldn't do anything with it. He's even looking to play on toward midfield. McDougall got first touch for Gully. Jaleel Regag now. That's going to sneak all the way through, but Gianluca Iannucci was offside. Missed his shot anyway. Flag went up very quickly on Gianluca Iannucci. Starting today for David Chick. Gideon Arrock here. Monek. Tibbin. Abdallah gets in Monek's way. Lockhead now for Gully. Iannucci slotting in centrally. Hope pushing a bit further out to the right. Losing out in the physical battle was Crooks. Divitt doing it all himself. Stephen gets another go here. Releasing the ball quickly. Comes back to him. Golevsky. Another battle of former teammates here with Abdallah marking Josh Golevsky. Monek for Platt. All he did was pick out McDougall. Monek and Abdallah go at it once more. It's been a physical affair so far. Arguments over whose ball it will be. Looks like Gully's going to win that argument. Monek goes down after coming together with Casper Hallam. Lockhead and Gianluca Iannucci again. The long quick ball going his way out to the left side. Had company in Exidius. He'll go himself. Gianluca Iannucci. We have a small manual scoreboard, which may well be in picture right now. That's still showing 0-0, but as you'll be able to see on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel, a 1-0 lead for Green Gully. Nice touch off Dynamo. Iannucci's tried to be a busybody out on that left side. Come in, try for Gully. Still their ball. It's a 1-0 lead for Green Gully right now. Until last week's fixture against Heidelberg had just started to put together some form. His 10th game under David Chick. They've got the early advantage here. Monek. Did well against Hope, did Monek. Took some late contact there. Josh Hope, out wide we go, Insidious. With Lucas Burns will send this in for St Albans. Three targets he can look at on the goal line. Does head toward the goal line. Driscoll got a glove on it. Iannucci looking to slow things down a little bit. Let Green Gully reform. Abdallah. This is Hallam. Iannucci. Hodges. First touch from Iannucci is a good one. Aaron does well. Iannucci has to go once more. Abdallah. It's turned over, but Mikhail Platt has got no one ahead. Divin. Mikhail Platt now making the run forward. Goes back to Monek though. McFarlane. Arok. Chalina. Hallam making life a bit hard for him. It's done well, Casper Hallam. Lost his footing in the end. Monek. Crooks gets in front of Divin. Yeah, that's just unnecessary. Crooks. I think that should have been a Green Gully ball. That was just with Joey Monek now. I'm not entirely sure what the controversy is here. Crooks is still arguing this. He's on a yellow card, mind you. So Newcastle's now going to have the conversation with a couple of players here. Monek and Crooks are the two being spoken to. Quite understanding why Crooks was so irate about this. Say it again, he is on a yellow. The ball is in the hands of Joey Monek. He's the right outcome after all. Just a little bit chippy out there. It has been a physical affair at times. McFarlane can't control it. Hope. McFarlane looking to make amends and does so. Takes it away. Thought about going to McAlplat. Ran into Hodges in the end. Now Abdullah will get the 1-2 here. That's a nice ball from Hodges. Abdullah. No. Plenty of power on it. A lot of feeling out here. There we go. Coming from the spot, Amir Abdullah. Hope cuts in here. It's a one-on-one. Hope Riley just shot it straight into Jackson Riley's shin there. Should have done better, Hope. This one you would always expect to finish in that situation. It's still 1-0. Lil Reggae. McDougall. Ball. Hodges. Lockhead. Wing. Reggae. Crooks. Hope. A golden opportunity missed moments ago by Josh Hope. Nucci going to get to this ball in time. He does. Lockhead had some space there momentarily. Gulevsky closed in. Back post here for Crooks. Played it to the advantage of Hallam. Back to goal. Crooks can go again. Denied by a right. Crooks still going here. Took a deflection as well. Riley ends up with the ball once more. Drigic. Monek. Gulevsky. Divin. Gulevsky cutting in toward midfield. Intending to find Exidius. Plenty of green and white though surrounding that area. Hope should be on the score sheet. Josh Hope. Can he set something up here? Corner. Another corner for Gianluca Iannucci. Again, overhit it. It was Amir Abdullah, one of his corners from the other side that was overhit as well earlier in this game. Here's Gregic. Monek in the paddock of space. He can just take a Sunday stroll. Divin. Little shirt tug there from Crooks. He's dancing with danger right now, Matt Crooks. He is on a yellow card. Hodges tried to take advantage of. Monek. Good ball for Galevsky. As he cut back, who was he looking for there? It ended up with Burns. He just lobbed one into the area. Abdullah. Not much help. Shalina has done well in a couple of one-on-ones here. Monek. Shallow ball. Regag easily deals with it. Green Gully, if this ball's not chased down by a Rock, Green Gully will get the throw. A Rock just gets there in time. Crooks. And toward the centre of the park here. Still on the back pitch, Churchill Reserve. And Albans are due to host Heidelberg in the Doherty Cup on Saturday. Shalina was the one going down. You'll see a card shown here. It's Rockhead that's arguing his case. Another dead ball just at the edge of the box here for St. Albans. This time it'll be coming in from the side. Monek is going to take this free kick. Two-man wall for Gully. Josh Galevsky missed the earlier free kick in this game. That was very early on. Joey Monek. And how's the space there? But not making much use of that space was Chelina, just low and straight, and there were way too many bodies to get that ball past. Now Amir Abdullah is requiring some medical attention. This could be a key moment in this game. Inside the final 5 minutes of regulation, he was the one that converted the penalty. It's 31 degrees at kickoff. We did take the drinks break halfway through this first half. There'll be a fair bit of time added on because we saw Casper Hallam take a head knock right on the goal line very early in the piece. That did result in the penalty. That was a lengthy delay. Some more minutes going to tick by here with Amir Abdullah requiring some attention. Those subs are being prepared by David Chick right now. Expectedly, Amir Abdullah has been the key cog in a lot of Green Gully's attacks on goal throughout this first half. Scoring for the third time at his new club earlier today. 2024 gold medalists right now being attended to. Hasn't been the cleanest game. A lot of mistakes being made in this game. A lot of turnover. A couple of chances at goal where we really should have seen a better finish, and especially from high-quality players. Josh Hope had a one-on-one with Jackson Riley, kicked it straight into him. That was off the back of a turnover at the back from St Albans as well. There's mistakes all round in that particular passage. Amir Abdallah will come to the sideline. He has got some tape and some bandages over the top of his left knee. Joey Monak with ball in hand. Arslan is just making him go back to the correct spot. Back playing. Abdallah gets waved back on. McFarlane. Chelina's done some good things so far for St Albans. How's this going to fall? Platts. Zidius had his ball blocked. Chelina. Decided not to go back to McFarlane. Seemed like the obvious choice there with Hope just absolutely harassing him. Zidius ball in overhead of Platt. Pivoting falls over and a foul call going Gully's way. Interested to see how many minutes are added on here. 2 injury delays in this first half. For Casper Hallam and for Amir Abdallah. Despite being 31 degrees at kickoff, it's not the worst conditions out here. It's overcast and windy. It feels like temp on the bomb app coming up is 26 degrees. Lockhead's ball, just a lob in hope for Amir Abdallah. Monak sends it back toward our commentary area. Hodges took too many steps forward. Crooks for Abdallah. Gets away Abdallah. Setting the task for win, went quickly to Iannucci. Zidius for company. Lockhead. This is Hallam. Abdallah, can he fire away? Can't get the power behind him. Platts. Smoked forward by Judd McDougall. It's a stoppage time here. Not sure if Lazaro Pantelides is having confirmed. Times got added on. Nothing showing on the fourth officials board that we can see here. 2 injury delays in this first half. Of course, we had the drinks break as well halfway through. Still 2 more games to come in NPL Victoria before we go into the Easter break. South Melbourne hosting Heidelberg later this afternoon. 5 PM kickoff for that one. Another victory in Preston. We'll close out round 10 tomorrow. Monek, first time, corner. Starting to turn the screws a little bit before half-time, Dynamo. Get a chance to create something right at the half here. And they create something to get us back level going into the sheds. The corner here from Burns. The wind's taking it away from the goal line. All sorts of movement there from Platts. Driving ball from Driscoll, overhead of Hope. The St Albans players fouled there. It was Fletcher McFarlane. Monek. Crooks. Lockhead having a rough time here. Hodges. Monek denying Abdallah. Crooks here to take his throw. He's had an eventful first half now. Crooks, he's in the book. Himself into an argument as well with Joey Monek and the referee about a throw. The last touch decision that was right in front of us. Here's Divin. Platt again, slightly out of position. That's not on target. That'll be it for the first half here at Churchill Reserve. So Amir Abdallah from the penalty spot in the 16th minute. That is the difference in this round 10 clash at Churchill Reserve. We'll take a break on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. It is half time. It is St Albans 0, Green Gully 1.
tape? Where's the tape?
No, it's down there. Rosa, electrical tape. You've got electrical tape? For the net, just release the net.
Where were they, Joe?
Need it or not?
You know what, Ross? I'll get this tape here.
Sammy!
So we are back live at Churchill Reserve. It is St Albans 0, Green Gully 1. Adam Sarikoglu with you on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. We've just had a delay to the start of the second half. Some running repairs to the nets at the left of screen. That is the end that Dynamo will defend in this second half. And Mir Abdallah scoring from the spot in the 16th minute. Which means right now on the live table, Green Gully is 7th. If we have a winner either way today, that team will be 7th on the table with 2 fixtures to come in round 10 in NPL Victoria. No halftime substitutions. There were some injury concerns for Green Gully. The penalty resulting from a head clash where Casper Hallam was down for quite some time, and we saw Amir Abdullah requiring some attention as well late in the first half as McFarlane doesn't connect with anyone there. No changes at halftime here. Battle between 2 local rivals here in the Greenbank Council area in Melbourne's northwest. We obviously have Melbourne Knights in these parts as well in the top flight. Green Gully will be playing another opponent from these parts on Wednesday. They'll be going to Kennel Park for a cup fixture. St Albans Dynamo will be hosting Heidelberg United here on Saturday. We're still using the back pitch here at Churchill Reserve. I do believe there wasn't talk that the main pitch would be back in use for this fixture, but not the case. It is looking like it's not far from being ready, the main pitch here at Churchill. But we're still on this main training pitch. Crowd smattered around the fence line. First half where Green Gully definitely had the better of the chances. There was a moment where Josh Hope had a one-on-one with Jackson Riley and just kicked it straight into Jackson Riley's shin, immediately head in hand, knowing that he should have scored from that opportunity. That would have made it 2-0. Nothing really to speak of on the chance front from the St Albans perspective. There was an early free kick that was taken just outside the box by Josh Galevsky that went over the crossbar, not by a huge margin. No doubt that Liam Driscoll would have had it covered anyway. That really was the best of the chances for Dynamo in the opening 45 minutes. 31 degrees at kickoff today. Just feeling a bit cooler than that though. It has been an overcast day, mostly overcast day here in St Albans, and a bit of wind as well that is blowing toward the right of screen as we see Galevsky go to work here. Took a while to get to Mikkel Platt. He's being held off the ball by Jalil Regate. Platt still working hard. Crooks will go down here. Mikkel Platt is going to get a yellow card after putting down Crooks. I think that is the first booking of the day for St Albans. And Matt Crooks is still down. There were a few questions being asked by the Dynamo fans here after that card was shown, but we are going to get a delay now because Matt Crooks is not getting up, so whatever's happened, maybe it was a little bit worse than what it looked. Crooks was certainly in the wars in the first half. He got a booking of his own, got into some arguments at times with our referee, Hugo Arslan. They're coming together with Joe Monek. So Crooks has had an eventful afternoon so far. That's Mikkel Platt's first booking since coming over to Dynamo. He's one of many players on both sides that spent last season at Hume City, including both coaches, Cam Watson and David Chick. Back live now. And Luca Iannucci finds himself back into the starting 11 today. Reggae Rigic once more. Hodges up high for Hallam. Harrock was there for St Albans. A high boot there. There's players down everywhere right now. Fletcher McFarlane's down as well. There's a man down for each side right now. Hallam slowly getting up. McFarlane is still writhing in pain here. There have been a lot of collisions in this game so far. And Fletcher McFarlane is in a fair spot of bother. So for the third time today, we see a medical break here. Fletcher McFarlane got jumped into. I don't know if it was Paul Hodges that jumped into him. Lower back area. That's where the concern is for Fletcher McFarlane right now. Hodges comes over to check on McFarlane. He'll slowly have to come over to the sideline. But he is okay. Just needs to suck in some big ones and take a drink. Play had to be stopped by Yuga Arslan. Fletcher McFarlane's now made his way to the sideline. We'll get some magic spray in the lower back, and we are back underway. It gets waved on straight away. Reggae, I'm sure that was intended for Lockhead, but it worked out. Too much on that ball for now Abdallah, and again something's happened. This time it's Hodges that goes down. He was the one that, I believe, collided with McFarlane, who is still in a fair bit of pain. This has happened off the ball. It was a fiery first half at times. Divin, I wonder if he's been booked here. Referee marking a note in his notepad, so that looks like a booking for Divin. Here's Gianluca Iannucci for Green Gully. Rigic getting to it in the air. Abdallah playing back in. Hallam at ground level. Monek. Blazing away is Judd McDougall. Lockhead. Abdallah gets it back from Lockhead. Hope was available centrally. It wasn't a well-placed ball by Abdallah, but still the corner given away by a rock. Overcast conditions, still a little bit blustery here as well. Temperature has come down a bit since kickoff. It was 31 degrees at kickoff. It's certainly not so bad now. It doesn't feel like we're in the 30s at this point. Amir Abdallah corner for Green Gully. Toward the near post, and jumping up and getting 5 on it was Jackson Riley. There was a whistle anyway. Gideon Iraq here for Dynamo. Too long the ball for Burns. Wynn will take the throw for Green Gully. Here's Grigic. Wynn back to Grigic, should be seen. He had Hallam for company. McFarlane. Cutting a line straight through the middle here, Joey Monek. Platt on the left side. Divin bounced all the way through to Driscoll, and Divin got tripped up late there. Divin, who we think was booked, Driscoll's not getting up quickly. So there's some comms between the fourth officials and Jurgen Arslan. Did look back for a moment there, Jurgen Arslan. It's going to be a change, in fact. So Cam Watson's making a move here, and Divin is coming off. Now I'll confirm that there was indeed a booking for Divin when we saw Hodges go down a couple of minutes ago. That's the first change of the day. Jerome Sharon looks like the man that has come on for Divin. We'll confirm that when we can. Nothing on Lazaro Pantelides aboard. Zarok get taken down here. That was, again, unnecessary. The card going to Casper Hallam. He was all over Gideon Iraq there. Basically tackled him down. Didn't feel overly necessary, that. Casper Hallam gets a yellow card. Farland can't get it through to Monek. Flag had gone up as well. To wind aside, it's turned out to be a rather pleasant day here on a Sunday afternoon at Churchill. Good weather to come down and take in some top flight Victorian action. Break, of course, in the top flight of Victorian football before we enter round 11 on what will be the Anzac Day weekend. Both teams involved in some cup action over Easter, of course, and beforehand there's going to be a chance here, and it's gone in as well. It's Lucas Burns found the gap between the post and Liam Driscoll. 1-1 at Churchill.
Come on, come on! Come on, Burnsy! Burnsy, hat-trick today, Burnsy.
The assist from Mikkel Platt, excellent as well. Crowd's up and about now, 1-1. Lucas Burns with his third goal of this NPL Victoria campaign. Abdallah, is there a chance here for Hallam? No. Riley getting to the ball first. If there is to be a winner here today, they'll be 7th on the table. That's what we're playing for. We know that we've got a Greek derby coming up between Heidelberg and South. The victory in Preston will round out round 10 tomorrow. Abdallah. Iannucci. Crooks. got to the ball first. Will that be a booking for Joey Monek? They've had a few comings together. Joey Monek gets a yellow card. We've seen 5 yellow cards dished out today by Jürgen Arslan. McDougall. Crooks on the back foot here. Got fouled moments ago by Joey Monek. This time, all the pressure was coming from Sharon. I think it was a handball call there against Dynamo. Abdallah. A brick wall in Monek in front of him. Abdallah still going. Green Gully get the call. Handball against Amir Abdallah. Jackson Riley. Looking resplendent in fluoro pink today, Jackson Riley. He's been so vital for St Albans throughout this season so far. To make one good save in the first half. Platt against McDougall. Platt setting up the goal moments ago for Burns. Referee points to the corner flag. Burns will take it. St Albans have lost their last 2 in NPL Victoria. That was coming off a 2-game winning streak going into the derby a couple of weeks ago at Melbourne Knights. Looking to re-establish some form here. Some tough fixtures coming up for St Albans in all competitions. Ball punched up in the air here. Driscoll not quite clearing it. Iannucci goes to ground. That's a foul call. Held one in. I think Shalina was the one that fouled. Upcoming month of football for St Albans. The opponents are Heidelberg United, Preston Lions, Dandenong Thunder, and Hume City. Preston Lions will be at BT Connor on Anzac Day. Green Gully, Keilor Park in the Cup on Wednesday. And they'll be hosting South Melbourne on Anzac Day. After that, going to Preston Lions and hosting Avondale. So some tough fixtures all around there. You know, South Melbourne have had their troubles recently. The St Albans bench is not happy. That's a red card shown. Crooks is out of the game here for Green Gully. He was already skating on thin ice. A yellow earlier in this game and now sent into the sheds. He is done and Green Gully down to 10.
Start ripping him. Start ripping him.
Start giving him, boys. You've got to give it to him. Come on. He's got to give it to him.
Official, shut up. Hey, the ref doesn't like you dirty, Mo. It's not your fault. Next off night. I know.
So second yellow for Crooks, and he's done.
Come on.
Catch replay, what actually happened. I can't confirm exactly what it was for. Hopefully it was clear enough on the vision. They're going down left, right and centre. Jürgen Arslan reaching for his pocketbook again. No, the Carl Platt was going down. An embrace with Hodges. So in the space of 5 minutes, Green Gully have gone from having a 1-0 lead to losing that lead and now having 10 men. A substitution made. Gianluca Iannucci is off. Carl Imanzi has come on for Green Gully. That's the first change of the day for David Chick. St. Albans with all the momentum right now and the numerical advantage. Burns. Chelina. Burns. Found the gap between Driscoll's glove and the post on the right side for the equalizer.
I'm an official, mate.
Now we're in a situation where St. Albans have the golden opportunity to take away the points here today. Go up to 7th on the table. Through that list of upcoming opponents, it is a tough stretch of games for St. Albans. Heidelberg in the cup, and then Preston, Dandenong Thunder and Hume City in the league. So a vital 3 points up for grabs, and they're now playing against 10 men. Matt Crooks, a second yellow card, out of the game for Green Gully. Another change coming up. There'll be one for each side. First one for St. Albans here. Omega Arslan has stopped play. Carly Manzi has actually been told to play on. We won't get those changes just yet. There'll be one change each. Upcoming Galevsky. Monek.
Come on, Rev!
Redgag was under pressure. Wins similarly. Bounced away from Hope. There's all sorts of drama happening out here right now. Frustration from the fans, from the coaches, the marshals. Interesting little touch there from Gideon Arok. Dalla was tracking him. Still no change here for either side. Two subs waiting to come on. Redgag has to be careful here. I'm not entirely sure what St. Albans fans were asking for there. Driscoll claimed the ball. McCall Platt not far away.
Well on, Jimmy, well on, Jimmy.
There's an awkward first touch from Redgag as well. Again, the fans are up and about. Chelina gets taken down by Hodges. Play on, says Jurga Arslan. McCall Platt. Can't take your eyes off this right now, and there's so much happening everywhere you look. Golevsky. Exidius. Burns throwing it right down. Platts. Exidius. Burns. Still with Burns. Redgag. Corner. Challenged by Jalal Redgag. Here come the changes. Another one here for St. Albans. Michael Gregic is done for the day, handing over to captain's armband. Looks like that's been given to Joey Chelina. We've still got a Gully change to come as well. There will be a corner when play resumes.
Just wait there because it'll be two. It'll be 2-1.
Oliver Dragocevic is the new man on for St. Albans. Here's the corner toward the near post. Burns. Past Abdallah, but having trouble getting past Ekman Wynn. Another corner. Still a fairly stiff breeze that's blowing toward the right of screen here, towards Fox Street.
had the ball down the outer box, and Joey went there and just puts it on the floor.
Second corner again toward the near post. Coming to meet it was Rock. Goal kick. The Gully change now comes. Seeing Craig Filer there standing next to Lazaro Pantelides. Is it Casper Hallam that's slowly making his way off? He took a yellow card earlier in this second half. Took a headlock in the first half, resulting in the Amir Abdallah penalty. Idisu Bayu, who is now back in the fold and coming on. We can confirm that. Also Bayu now on for Green Gully. And that's when the ref calls for the drinks break. So drama aplenty here in this local derby at Churchill Reserve. It was 1-0 at half-time. Amir Abdallah in the 16th minute putting away the penalty against his former teammate from Hume City in Jackson Riley. Here in the second half, Lucas Burns at the near post managed to find that small gap between the glove of Liam Driscoll and the post. Got that in for the equalizer. That happened right before the hour mark. And that is the difference. We have a red card in this game as well. 2 yellows for Matt Crooks of Green Gully. And so Gully is down to 10 men. That is where we are at, with a big finish coming up. It is going to be a very short break for Green Gully. They'll be playing again on Wednesday against Keilor Park in the Doherty Cup. St Albans at least gets a 6-day break going into their clash with Heidelberg. We know Heidelberg is about to kick off against South Melbourne in the other NPL Victoria fixture taking place today. Melbourne Victory will host Preston in the final game of match day 10 in NPL Victoria. We're done with the drinks break, and I hope you're going to stay with us through to the end. It's been a dramatic one so far on a Sunday afternoon at Fox Street. Everything you would want and expect from a local derby we have had here. Plenty of yellows, a red card, a goal each, a penalty. Fans not happy with the officiating. It's been all happening at Churchill Reserve. It's been a fun one so far, so stay with us. A big finish coming up. McFarlane playing back to Jackson Riley. 2 players that were at Hume City under David Chick last year. A strong Hume City flavour to this fixture, of course, with both David Chick and Cam Watson in the coaching ranks. Amir Abdallah has scored today, former Hume man, gold medalist as well. Burns here. Monek playing back. There might be a chance here. Dragicevic was the one trying to find a way through there. Couldn't get it done. Bayu has only just come on. That's going to be a yellow card for Gideon Rock. 4th yellow card of the day for St Albans. 7th all round. First real involvement for Adisu Bayu. And it's coming his way now, Bayu. No help for Bayu. Hope tried to give him an outlet, but the space was not really there. Galevsky. Monek. One of many now carrying a yellow. Burns having a good second half is Lucas Burns. Awkward bounce there for McDougall. Platt not far away. So Green Gully down to 10. They led for just about an entire length of a half. They scored in the 16th minute. The equalizer came just before the hour mark. 5 minutes later, Matt Cook sent off with his second yellow card of the day. Platt just being manhandled there by Jalil Regate. Rega Arslan not citing it as a foul. Chelina, McFarlane, Monek. Lights now on here. The second pitch at Churchill Reserve. Monek gets pulled down. Amir Abdallah knew what he was doing. That's a card as well. Amir Abdallah, clean record for him. That's his first booking of the season. By my count, that's 4 yellow cards each here today. Five, I guess, with Matt Crooks with his 2 yellows. 4 different players booked for Green Gully. Joey Monek. The header from Mikhail Platt. I think a good effort there by Redgate just to put him off a little bit. Despite being down a man, Green Gully still every chance of snatching the points here.
Hurry it up, ref. Come on.
Plenty of time for some late drama here at Churchill Reserve. Winner goes to 7th on the NPL Victoria table. Get in a rock. Zangacevic here. Platz. Monek. Sharan. Chelina. Gulevsky. Chelina back to Arok. McFarlane. Exidius. Burns to his right. Goes there now. First touch from Burns just opened up that door momentarily for Declan when he forces the corner. Joey Monek will take it. St. Albans looking to capitalise with the numerical advantage they have. Here's Joey Monek. Dealt with at the near post. He'll go again, Monek. Receiving it from Exidius. Goes back to him. James Exidius. Joey Monek. Blocked by Lockhead. Burns. Platt again, the header. That's 2 headers missed by Mikhail Platt in these last couple of minutes. Lights are on here at the second pitch at Churchill Reserve. Got an unders fixture going on the back pitch as well. Main pitch still not in action here at Fox Street. Only happening on a Sunday afternoon. Amir Abdallah foul there. He's carrying a yellow. A lot of players are now. Amir Abdallah did foul there. Chelina. Bayou was with him. Hodges. going up against Sharan. Hodges gets the foul call. McDougall going all the way back to Driscoll. Lockhead only as far as Chelina. Hope did well to dispossess Exidius. Hope kept his footing in the area. Still Josh Hope. Oh, that is outstanding. That most certainly makes up for the miss in the first half, and Green Gully reclaim the lead. Josh Hope should have scored in the first half. That was outstanding. And despite being down to 10, Green Gully leads. We did forecast that despite being down to 10, Green Gully could easily have reclaimed the lead. That's what's happened. Now with 7 minutes left in regulation, St. Albans again chasing the game. What a way to make amends after missing the one-on-one with Jackson Riley in the first half. I want to say it's against the odds. It probably is, having one less man out there, but Green Gully has not really played as though they are down a man since losing Matt Crooks earlier in this second half. And that is the silver lining for St. Albans, is that they have still got one extra man out there. And immediately Sharan looking to make an impact here. Mikal Platt, then the little touchback, Dravachegi to the shot coming. Good save, Driscoll. Not a bad shot by Chelina, but Driscoll was up to the task. Change coming for Gully. No doubt this will be a defensive move. There will be a corner. Markocevic will take this corner. We'll see if it's going to be before or after that we get the substitution. Amir Abdallah is making his way off here. He was carrying a yellow card as well. So Amir Abdallah is coming off here for Green Gully. Oliver Dragicevic will take a corner once we get a resumption in play. Worked hard today in the first half in particular. Did Amir Abdallah an issue with his left knee. So did not have the ability to have the same impact here in the second half. So bolstering the defensive stocks is David Chick. I wonder if it's Riley Byrne that's come on just to shore things up at the back for Gully. We'll confirm that when we can.
In the bag, Sebby! Sebby! Sebby!
Something's happened with the corner flag on the outer side here, and that has stopped play. We've had all sorts of issues here today at Churchill Reserve. The net at the other end had to be repaired before the second half kickoff. The corner flag on the outer side's gone down. And so another delay in play here. It's all happening at Churchill. Still haven't yet been able to confirm who came on for Amir Abdallah. My guess was that it was Riley Byrne.
Hey, give it to player. Give it to Jimmy. Jimmy! Jimmy! Grab it!
The backup flag has made its way out. handed to James Exvidius, and they'll replace the fallen one over on that outer side. The local marshal here gets some advice from the locals, some friendly banter. All right, what else are we going to see here? Inside the last 5 minutes of regulation. St. Albans, a man up, but a goal down. Dragicevic with this corner. It gets away from Platt. Chelina, his previous shot was obviously far more effective than that one. Previous shot drawing the save. And a good one at that from Liam Driscoll. It's been a spirited performance by Green Gully. They want the remaining time to go down as quickly as possible. No rush for Liam Driscoll. Can now confirm that Riley Byrne was the man that came on for Amir Abdullah. It's all out attack now for St. Albans. Exvidius.
Help him, Ollie, help him!
Regag in front of Mikkel Platt. Comes back to Burns. Exvidius. Dragicevic here. One way then the other. Back heel. Back toward Burns. Exvidius. Dragicevic. Chelina fired that shot away a couple minutes ago that drew a good save from Liam Driscoll. Galevsky going wide. Monek. Chelina. No shots coming just yet. They have parked that bus, Green Gully. Inside the area, Burns. Still Burns. Lockhead did well. And cleared away by Declan Wynn. Lockhead's not getting up easily. Pressure's going to be on Ergarsland. Lazaro Pantelides, the fourth official, with how many minutes go onto the board here at the end of the 90. Lockhead's back up on his feet. It will be a St. Albans throw once we get a resumption. Chasing the equaliser, St. Albans with an extra man out there. Exvidius. It won't get through to Mikkel Platt. Arok and Bayou come together. Is that some revenge from Bayou? It's an Isu Bayou. Couldn't get past McFarlane. Get in, a Rock goes down. So a Rock took a yellow card after he collided with Bayou. That was not long after Adisu Bayou came on. Was that the square up, I wonder? St. Albans can't afford to lose the time here. Now Rock back up on his feet. Adisu Bayou comes over. To check on him, we get a resumption.
Come to me.
So the key question now will be, how many minutes added on? Mikkel Platt goes flying. And a card shown to Riley Byrne, who's just come on. This is a local derby that has it all. Are we going to get confirmation on how many additional minutes before this free kick? We are just about at the 90. Lazaro Pantelides grabs the board. No indication just yet. So Dragicevic is over this ball, as well as Chelina for St. Albans. Had the 1-1 scoreline before the Josh Hope finish. Chelina booted it straight into Bayou. And another block, was it handled? Referee says yes. Hodges had the ball kicked into his hand. Another free kick here for St. Albans. Still nothing yet from the fourth official. Now confirmed 6 additional minutes have been added on. Plenty of time for St Albans here. Not only to draw it back level, but have a chance to maybe win it. I'd love this to go in right now. This time it'll be Joey Monek to take the free kick. There you go, Arslan not happy with some of the shenanigans inside the area. I think it's Reggae and Mikkel Platt who drew his attention. Still not allowing Joey Monek to take this ball. We get it now. Joey Monek looking to set up. There was a chance for a couple of players there, then sent back in by Exidius. It goes up in the air. All sorts of physical. And now they are at each other's throats right now. Jaleel Reggae and James Exidius. Liam Driscoll wasn't happy. It's been simmering all afternoon long. It should still be a St Albans throw once things resume here. We had 6 minutes added on. It was 1-1 when Matt Crooks got his second yellow card and his marching orders. And then Josh Hope with a lovely finish gave Green Gully back the lead despite being down to 10. There you go, Arslan's got the notebook out once more. They're getting restless, the locals here. They know they're running out of time to try and claim any sort of points here. St Albans is staring down the barrel of a third consecutive defeat in NPL Victoria. And a tough set of fixtures coming up for them as well. And now Yuga Arslan's coming over. Is Cam Watson going to get a warning? Obviously, we are opposite from the technical areas today, so we can't really see what's going on. Yuga Arslan is going to have a conversation inside the technical area. The yellow card has been shown to one of the St Albans officials. Well, I'm just running out of words. This has had everything here today. Now what's going on? Green Gully ball. It's been hard to keep track of everything that is happening here today. Now some more shenanigans from Green Gully. Another yellow card. Yellow cards left, right and centre. A yellow card is shown to Liam Driscoll. Half the players out here today have been shown yellow at this point. It's all happening. Finally, we get a restart. There was 6 minutes added on by Lazaro Pantelides. How many more on top of that do we get, I wonder? We lost a number of minutes there in that stoppage in play. St Albans looking for the equaliser. Extra man out there as well. Hope slipped down the St Albans player there. Another whistle coming over is Yuga Arslan. Josh Hope, who scored in the 82nd minute. Mihail Dragicevic. Going to be pretty much a corner here from a couple yards closer for St Albans. Another chance here to get the equaliser. You wouldn't rule anything out here today. They could still get the win. Here comes that ball across the goal line, and it did stay in for Chelina. Over the head of Golevsky to chase it down is Burns. Got the first equaliser for St Albans today. They need another one right now. It's still with Burns. His ball is blocked by Hope. Burns goes again. Lost it, left it behind Golevsky. His ball is blocked. Another chance for St Albans. Chelina had his ball blocked at the end of the day. It was Hodges that took it away. He got taken down. And again, reaching for the book. A yellow card is shown again. Who did that one go to? I think it was Chelina. The Pens are running out of ink here, marking down all these bookings. Hope you're enjoying this on NPL Victoria YouTube channel. A double header today. South and Heidelberg about to kick off as well on a Sunday afternoon. Late drama at Churchill Reserve. Green Gully down a man, but up 2-1. There was 6 minutes added on. Stoppages in injury time as well here. So we really don't know how much longer this is going to go on for. They're running out of time to get the win, St. Albans, but they can still snare the point. Exidius needs to do something right now with this ball. James Exidius takes it beyond halfway. Dragicevic now. The switching ball. Plenty of blue options here. Sharan played it on to Chelina. Monek. He will go in. Exidius colliding there. Fell over. Nothing to see. No foul in the box. Bouncing ball. Chelina against Bayou. Dragicevic will go wide. It's Burns. Exidius, one way to the other. Mikal Platt waiting in the area. Lockhead gets a boot in. Time running out for St. Albans. Burns. Dragicevic going back to get in a rock. Exidius, it finally comes in. Hope doing it at both ends. That's the final whistle. And Green Gully get out of jail. Reduced to 10 men in the second half. Josh Hope with an outstanding winner in the 82nd minute. Green Gully comes to St. Albans and takes the 3 points away. A dramatic Sunday afternoon at Churchill. Bookings everywhere. A red card for Matt Crooks. A penalty converted in the first half by Mia Abdallah. Lucas Burns got the equalizer just on the hour mark. That was not long after that where Green Gully got reduced to 10 men. But Josh Hope, he missed a one-on-one against Jackson Riley in the first half that really should have gone in. He absolutely made up for that with a stunning finish in the second half here. Put it away in the top right corner. There wasn't really much that Jackson Riley could do about that. It was a moment of class that ended up deciding this game. And Green Gully goes to 7th on the table. That Heidelberg and South coming up next on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. We are done here from Churchill. St. Albans 1, Green Gully 2.
At a time and you fucking lose 3 over there.
What's wrong with you? We're fucking 2 minutes in the corner, mate.
Wear a hat next time, ref. Stupid haircut. You're not getting any shape.